It is Wednesday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. Now, today I want to mention something that I believe a lot of people are either not noticing or are just choosing not to bring up out of learned helplessness. If you don't know what that is, then have a bit of a quick Wikipedia read. It's actually quite an interesting topic and applies a lot to these sort of things. So the Spider Turn attack started today as part of the mithrala Serpent Titan event, whatever you want to call it. And if you were doing the Dragon Turn attack yesterday, you'll notice that the servant points are at 5,700, while the Dragon Turn attack was at, obviously it doesn't show it because I've claimed it, but you'll be able to see from my points, was at 4.4. So that's a hike of 1,300 for whatever reason. I know some people will try and say that on average Spider goes faster, but still, this wasn't the case before for fusions or Titan events, etc. It was always the same point regardless of the dungeon, so that's just them being petty for the sake of it, or one of those cancel it outs that you see a lot in mobile live service where it's like, oh, actually, this is easier now, so we're going to make it less rewarding, or you have to work hard to get rewards, and I don't know. And it even applies to the Sun Devil, which, I mean, I needed oils and dust in a way, so this was kind of whatever compared to anything else, and this is just an epic to me. Well, 94% chance of an epic. But you can see that this was at 6,300. Now, I made one previous video on Sun Devil having points creep, but only applied to level 100 accounts. And it turns out that it's not just Sun Devil that this is applying to. It's applying to a lot of things. Because I have a mobile account that I fiddle on when I'm out or just when I'm really, really bored and can't just load up a better game or a different game. Obviously, better is subjective. And if I'm going to put a few things to cross-reference here, then we'll do it this way, shall we? Instead of putting a bunch of numbers on the screen. So, this is the least distinct one, I would say. But even then, it is still higher. Dragon was significantly higher. In fact, it was double this for level 100 accounts. And then you had Sand Devil, which I didn't attempt on mobile because I don't really have a team for it. And honestly, I would say, unless you have ways to get to 25, unless you're just doing it purely for Marias missions, whichever ones you can do, then just don't bother trying to farm it. It's a waste of energy, and you're better off just using it to farm gear, because if you're a medium game account or less, then there's no point farming goals for gear that's not worth using them on for a long time. So there's that. Now, why are they doing this? Apparently, the concept is that level 100 accounts have better gear, better great hauls, everything, champions, so events are easier for them, and level non-100s require an easier time. Although that's not really the case, because it was the same requirements for level 70s that it was for 100s until, well, they'd start doing a funny thing with a Sand Devil, and then it started bleeding onto everything else. Although, you'll see a lot of the people who come onto this game because they have infinite money and just want something to buy to give them a bit of amusement, can just buy loads and loads and loads of shards and proceed to have a really stacked account despite being like a level 50 account, and they will obliterate everything, including the gear dungeons to get what they need to put on their 75 mythicals. So, for them, they have a much easier time completing anything that would give them fusions Honestly, if they ever become the game, they're not really care too much about most fusions, are they? Unless they're just, broken, which has happened. And I'm going to be speaking about this in a couple of days or so look forward to that. Anyway, so the point is that it's not just level 100s who can pretty much one-shot dungeons or anything like that. And now it kind of seems like if the moment you reach level 100... Now, I'm sure someone who's at like 90, 95, 99 can verify for me that I get the reduced points numbers or I get the higher ones. But, yeah. If you're a level 100 account, like me, your account now has a much worse time playing the game to get things like Titan events done. Now, obviously, I'm at this much in a way because I literally can't get upgrades for anything that's not guaranteed. My luck is just that bad. Like seriously, I have got anything for about a year now. I think it was Boozor who said that you shouldn't see shards, soul stones, etc. as ways to actually get upgrades past a certain point, especially if you aren't spending thousands and thousands every week. If you are, then you're not going to notice a difference. But he said that you should just treat them as currency to clear events, because past a certain point you kind of stop caring what you get. Like, okay, I opened 30 sacred... How many was it? 34 sacred shards during the TX 10x. I got some bulk, and I got the TX soul, but that really was... I spent 34 sacreds for a bunch of bulk, and then some other event currencies, and yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of harping on it at some point, and you may or may not have just been gulping at my decidedly average Hydra run the entire time. So I'll let you go, but later on today, although it might be tomorrow depending on where you live, I'll upload something regarding myself having a crack at Siege, because I've left that for now. And I'm pretty sure by the time I get around to it, everything's already going to be cleared, but I won't look at it now to spoil it for myself or for you. And yeah, also, yeah, about the name, I'm probably going to derank another 10 to 15 games, because obviously Live Arena is kind of like nowadays it's literally all the same thing. Anyway, see ya.